Can this breakup be resolved?
Hello everyone, I'm Leggy. Of the 3 options, pick the brightest one. Let's first look at the situation of withdrawal. I feel that the emotional damage this relationship has brought you is quite significant. Even if you have broken up now, you are still not out of this relationship and keep thinking about him, wanting to get mad. But you're in this relationship. You might get a feeling of powerless. You want to agree, but you really can't. Or maybe you want to let go of this relationship and start a new life, but you just can't easily forget this person. So I think the friends in this group are actually mentally drained, because the emotion you bring is indeed like a vicious cycle that can't be picked up or let go. This relationship and the impact this person has had on you is indeed quite significant. It has already affected your normal life and your own state of mind. You should try it out. Or you've tried to solve the problems between you. But in the end, either you've tried various methods, whether it's torturing oneself, meeting new people, or drowning one's sorrows through various methods, trying to forget this person. But in the end, there's no way to break through. Indeed, you have suffered a lot in this relationship, and it will be difficult to reconcile in the near future. But I feel that the other side might pop up from time to time. It may occasionally appear in your line of sight, but it's limited to only flirt for a short period. It's still difficult to reconcile, which is probably related to the other person's character. This personality is indeed quite selfish and a bit immature. It's on and off, can't settle down. So I think there's a certain difficulty to reconcile in the short term. Okay, that's an interpretation of this group. Hope it can help you. Next is the second group. This couple has a chance to get back together after this breakup. But I believe your relationship must have had its ups and downs, or been on and off a few times, because you two are like kite and sheep. When together, they quarrel endlessly, but when apart, they regret and even miss each other a little. So you guys have been pulling and tugging. It's very draining, and you two may have many differences in character or attitude towards feelings. You have your stance. He has his principles. Each has their own thoughts and neither wants to give in to the other. So frequently unpleasantness occurs over minor things. Moreover, this group may also have tertiary energy. But this pair indeed has a chance to patch up. Just that I think the feelings after patching up are still unstable and tend to fall back into old patterns. You guys had some problems before, and your previous patterns of interaction remained the same. After reconciliation, there hasn't been much improvement or change. So this relationship is a love-hate one. But there's no choice. It's just fate. Besides, you still have attraction to each other, so you can break up. But the sales model between you guys indeed needs to be refined or changed. Otherwise, it's like going in circles. Otherwise, if it keeps happening, this relationship is actually quite fragile, and you both could get hurt. Alright, that's an interpretation of this group. Hope it can help you. Then comes the third group, which I think has a high likelihood of compounding. But it's not in the near future. You might have to wait, because there will be an emotional connection between you first. Then you can talk about the things that come later. But I think when you two are together, there should be a strong sense of class. Or one person takes the initiative and the other is tough. One person is always giving. One person is always enjoying the other's giving. So essentially, you two are unequal in this relationship. Or you could say both of you are at certain age in reality. There will be a huge disparity in family background, and the return is not proportional to the input. You will feel that you have indeed given a lot, but he has not reciprocated.
You are not willing to compromise.
Because at the end, it gives you a result. Whether you want to accept it or not, you don't even have the chance to explain and fight for it. You're powerless to resist, powerless to argue. So, you're not willing to give in. You've put in so much effort, but not only did you not get its approval, but you also received more complaints and reluctance. I understand that sometimes you even thought about getting back together first, then you dump him to vent your anger. But for this group, I think you two have a chance to regain contact in the coming time. But getting back together might take some time, because there will be some real-life pressures between you, obstacles or environmental issues. Long-distance relationship or usually meeting less. Online chats will be more. So for this group, I think you might want to restore an emotional connection first. That is, reconnect after some back and forth. Then move on to the next stage, to discuss whether or not we can reconcile. Well, that's an interpretation from the team. Hope it can help you.